At this cut block, a faller would try to overcome a dangerous falling difficulty by himself. Tragedy would soon follow. The cut block consisted of a mix of different trees including balsam, fir, and cedar. About 25 large dead western red cedars were scattered throughout it. Although these created foreseeable hazards, there was no specific plan to deal with them. The faller had encountered one of the dead cedars. With its split trunk, stem damage, and rotten roots, it was a danger tree, hazardous to the faller because of its physical deterioration. 3 green trees stood in a row next to the danger tree. One of the green trees was limb-tied with it, and up above was a widowmaker, a cedar shard hung up in the canopy. The faller faced a triple threat: a danger tree, tied limbs, and a widowmaker. The expectation for the cut block was to fall all the danger trees, manually, unless a faller thought it was unsafe. The night before the incident, the faller, we'll call Faller 1, discussed the danger tree with Faller 2. Faller 2 offered to look at the problem the next day, but Faller 1 said he could deal with it and would take his time. The next day, Faller 1 made cuts and placed wedges in the 3 green trees, so he could use 2 of them to push over the third. He drove in the last wedge. The trees began to fall. Faller 1 retreated to his escape route, partially protected behind 2 cedars. The widowmaker harpooned into the ground. The tied limbs dislodged a 500-pound slab from the danger tree, which struck the faller. He would not survive his injuries. The BC Faller Training Standard says to stop work, seek qualified assistance, and consider alternative falling methods if the second of 2 limb-tied trees is a danger tree. Qualified assistance wasn't easily available. The site supervisor, overloaded with duties, was seldom at the cut block during the workday. No bullbucker who would act as a local supervisor was assigned to the site. And, paid by the hectare, any faller who provided assistance would be slowed down and would make less money. Blasting was a possible alternative. However, it wasn't typical practice. There was no specific procedure for blasting or for assessing danger trees for their suitability for blasting. The last time it was done, a faller had to make the arrangements to have the tree blasted himself. It took 2 days. Fallers. Ask your supervisor or bullbucker for assistance with falling difficulties. Employers. Make alternative methods available for removing danger trees too hazardous to fall manually. Plan ahead. Before having fallers work a cut block, identify the hazards and have plans in place to deal with them. And when hazards arise that aren't in the plan, have the resources available to help fallers formulate a solution. Make sure that, unlike what happened with Faller 1, they don't go it alone.